Hey, how are you doing? This is Brian Shanley. I haven't come to you on this page regarding the governorship of the state of Minnesota in years in the plural. And the question I get asked is, hey, you had some momentum underground in the summer of 2021 for a possible gubernatorial candidacy for 2022. And then all of a sudden you just stopped and you dropped out and with no conversation whatsoever. Well, that's because in the fall of 2021, the door opened for me to move to rent a house in Wisconsin for work-related and business-related matters. And residentially, I did not qualify anymore to be the governor of Minnesota because, you know, if you're going to govern Minnesota, you should live in Minnesota. If you're going to make a policy that affects the people, you should have to live under that policy and feel the full weight of it yourself, right? That's classic American mentality. So 2022 went the way it went, and the bloodthirsty, nasty, tyrannical person who locked you in your house and who let the city burn to the ground, got another term, got nominated as a candidate for the vice presidency, and made Minnesota a deeper embarrassment than ever, changed the state flag to correspond to the Somali flag, which is symbolic that you've been conquered by a foreign power. How do you say we've been conquered by a foreign power without coming out and saying it? Changing the flag accordingly. So, 2026 is around the corner. I still live in Wisconsin, but I'm getting phone calls from people that want me to be involved. And there's a possibility I may do it. But I will tell you that in terms of the position videos, what I have noticed in the 2020s, the trend is that the organized crime on the street and the gangs have realized that minors are not charged as adults. And so they're recruiting children between the ages of 10 and 17 to commit homicides and assaults and robberies, knowing that A, the kid's not going to get caught because the police are defunded. B, if they do get caught, they're not going to be prosecuted because the prosecutor's not prosecuting violent crime. But C, if it happens, the person's going to be tried as a child, do some time in juvie, and then get a fresh start at 18. The gangs have picked up on this, you see. And so if I was in a position, if the voters, taxpayers, and citizens of Minnesota would have me in a position to write policy that would impact this issue, I would, if I was governor, for example, I would ask for both houses of the state legislature to send me legislation for my signature. Or I would, if I was in one of the houses, I would propose a law in which any minor child who commits a crime of violence or theft or fraud or property destruction or damage will be arrested and tried as an adult. Number one, I don't care what age you are. You crossed over the line into adulthood by doing adult crap, and now you're going to take adult consequences. But B, the custodial parent or parents of the child who let this happen on their watch will be tried as an accessory to the crime. That is the law that I would either sign if I was in a position to sign, or I would introduce if I was in a position to introduce. So there's my position on that subject if you would like to know about it. The future stands tall. God is sovereign and anything is possible. But yes, in terms of preventing violent crime, a criminal thinks twice. Maybe I shouldn't do that because I saw Joe Schmo from the block do it and he got severely dealt with. Maybe I should find another approach. People, when they see no consequences, it becomes Christmas for the criminal. When they see that there's consequences, they're like, okay, maybe I shouldn't do that. So that is the Shanley doctrine on violent crime, crimes of theft, assaults, things of that nature. If people are recruiting children to do crimes, we prosecute the children as though they're adults. You want to commit crimes like an adult? We're gonna show you what it means. And parents, you want to let your uncared for children run the streets and do these things? You're going to be held liable too. That would be my solution, and I think once that would be enforced and prosecuted, you would see a little bit of a change to the mentality of the neighborhood. God bless and keep you, and I will see you on the next video that I make.